You got him.
Around and find out, flies. Welcome back. It's been an amazing week, and I hope it has for y'all too. Today, we're doing one of my favorites as a child. That's right, we're doing Sloppy Joes. You know what goes great with Sloppy Joes? Strawberry daiquiris. That's what's next. And not from a can. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and go ahead and hit that little bell. Whoa, what if I did like a backflip? Why are these flies? Oh, because there's a chicken farm right down the road, and they were disgusting pieces of
June bug is coming at me in May.
Oh, it's almost June, it's just a little early. Man with the wooden spoon.
Wooden spoon that you karate chopped the fly with earlier.
That's right. Don't mess with me, flies. I'm coming for you. So let's get cooking. Sloppy Joes.
That's right. The best part is, it's not from a can.
That's right. I mean, that's the fun. It's easy, it's simple. Now, we're making 1 pound. It makes enough for about 4. But go ahead, feel free to double the recipe if you'd like. If you have a bigger group.
Or if you want more protein, whatever.
Quadruple.
Do whatever you want, really. Just make as much as you need.
That's right. So the first things first, we're gonna dump in a pound of meat. We're using a 85-15 grind so that we don't have to drain off the fat.
Yeah.
If you use an 80-20, you're gonna wanna strain off some of that fat. But that's why 85-15 is a good grind.
It is really a great grind for when you don't want that extra fat.
And our seasonings, we're gonna make a quick little barbecue seasoning. It's really simple. We got about a tablespoon, and not about, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, tablespoon of garlic powder, a ½ teaspoon of onion salt. Now, if you don't have onion salt, you can use onion powder, just instead of a ½ teaspoon of smoked salt, make it a full teaspoon.
Okay.
So that you get your salt content that you need for this.
So you're saying if you use
regular onion powder.
Yeah.
Instead of onion salt.
You want to bring up the salt content.
Yes, exactly.
Makes sense.
And then some of our favorite dried mustard, Coleman's, ½ teaspoon there, ½ teaspoon of just a generic chili powder, and a ½ teaspoon of black pepper, and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar.
Ooh, it's gonna add that just a little bit of sweetness.
Yes.
Really set that on fire.
And yes, you don't have to put it on a plate and then in a bowl. You can just do it all in the bowl.
Yeah, the plate was just so you could see all the seasonings and such. I'm gonna move this over just a little bit.
That's good. And I just like, I know typically you could just dump it in one at a time, but I kind of like to bring all my seasonings together. And it just makes it easier to spread throughout.
Yeah, and a better peace of mind that every piece of meat has all the seasoning.
Yeah, it's appropriately seasoned. Now, I'm telling you, I love Sloppy Joes. Now,
me too.
We didn't make it all the time, but when my mother used to make Sloppy Joes, it was like, awesome. But then all of a sudden, Sloppy Joes kind of disappeared.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'm just wondering why. Why? Because they became famously known as canned garbage.
Yeah. Well, luckily, it's not from a can today.
Yes, and it's easy. And actually, when you get going with it, I understand economical times. Some things are good in a can for the apocalypse. Things are great in a can. But when we have good ingredients available, I recommend let's do good ingredients.
Exactly. You know, a lot of this does stem from your seasonings, though. So it's good to have as good a seasonings as you can get.
That's right. All right, that's going. And now this is about halfway through.
Yeah, it's about halfway done.
We're gonna go ahead and season it.
Yeah.
I know it looks like a lot of seasoning, but don't worry, it's fine. It's all part of it. It's gonna help make the sauce. And while you're getting that, I'm gonna go ahead.
That smells good.
Yes,
that smells really good.
We're gonna use about a ½ a cup. I'm just eyeballing, so it's about ½ of a orange bell pepper. Use a red, yellow. I just wouldn't use just a green.
Because the green just has more of a raw pepper flavor.
Yeah.
Not like a sweet.
This has kind of a
full-bodied
sweet
flavor.
Nice and tender. So we're just gonna throw this in.
Perfect.
And this is really simple. You can make this ahead of time. It's great to reheat.
Yes, it is.
So, I mean, you can make a big batch, portion it out, freeze it, then you're good to go. Pull it out, you're good.
I mean, we made this probably a week or two ago, and I think we did we do a double batch or just single batch?
Just a single.
Yeah, lasted us a couple days, reheating and everything.
It's delicious. So. We got half a white onion. I like to use white onions. I like sweet onions, but for this, I like white onion.
Yeah, a little more of that spiciness.
Yeah, because I mean, it's already sweet enough. We got brown sugar. We got the bell pepper. We're gonna add a little secret ingredient.
I wonder where the Sloppy Joe comes from. Do you know?
You know, surprisingly, I did not look that up. It is probably I would say it stems from like a chuck wagon type of dinner, something in mining fields of the day of, you know, you got a bunch of ground meat, barbecue sauce, blah, 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 throw it in, put it on a bun, hand it out as people are going out.
Yeah. If I was gonna guess, like the first rendition, I would think maybe in the Great Depression.
Probably
somewhere around there.
Well, I think when the Industrial Revolution, it was probably one of their go-to. Yeah. Hey, if y'all know, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, drop a comment, let us know.
I know, it's usually I do look up the history of stuff, but
I know.
Hey, this is just cooking with OTK, not cooking through history.
That's right. That's a different show.
Maybe we'll feature Sloppy Joes.
Dude, this smells so good.
It does. And see how simple it is? And now we're just gonna basically build the sauce. And
yeah, I think we're ready for some sauce.
And now I love the tube tomato paste, and it's easy because usually the cans come in 6 ounces.
Yeah.
I only want about 4 and 4.5 because this comes in 4.5. I'm going to use the whole thing.
That's perfect.
I don't want leftover.
Yeah, but the recipe is 4. If somehow you find 4, then do that.
Yeah, but hey, actually, I'm going to change the recipe to 4.5 because that's about.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
This is.
And that's what we've been eating, so why not just make that the recipe?
Exactly. Now I will measure this out so it's not too. We got some of our Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Tablespoon of that guy. Got a nice little apple cider vinegar.
Ooh.
I like to shake the mother around. She likes to party.
I noticed that's not
no,
it's Bragg's.
We've moved on.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Although this one's being on trial. We're testing this one.
Yeah, we're gonna find out, is it comparable?
And then to give a little more acid to it, exploding mustard. 2 tablespoons of this bold yellow mustard. Just a yellow mustard, don't get fancy. It's Sloppy Joe's, it ain't fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need those Dijon or...
Dijon's overplayed anyways.
I love that mustard.
You know, kind of thinking about it, this is almost like a chili.
It's close. It's kind of like a barbecue chili because this is more of a barbecue seasoning type.
Yeah.
With the little, and then I like to have some little Rotel, or this is,
It's basically Rotel.
Yeah. I like the Hatch ones. It's good with the liquid because you're gonna cook this down.
Because you want it to be saucy, so you can cook it down, like you're saying. Oh.
And then our little secret ingredient, which is completely optional to those. But for a little added heat and sweet, we got our jalapeno relish. It's a sweet jalapeno relish.
I could eat that by the spoonful.
I know. We go through this stuff so fast because of you.
Yeah, we do. Hey, what do you... I was going to have some of that.
Yeah, well, I want to save this.
I really... If that was me...
way over here.
If that was me measuring that, I would have had a spoon.
Yes, and then I would have been crying in the morning. All right. Now we got all those ingredients in. I mean, at this point, we're just going to drop it down to a simmer. Set our timer for, let's go 10 minutes.
Okie dokie.
And just a low simmer, because really all you're doing is letting all those flavors develop and marry together. So I just throw the lid on. It's good. And at that time, we'll be back. But while we're doing that, we're going to get our buns. We're going to put some cheese. And because you like spice, I brought you some jalapenos to put on it.
All right.
We'll be right back.
With some buns.
That's right. Put the relish down, sir.
I don't have it. I told you.
What?
Just the 2 of us. Why don't you just put the cheese on the top bun?
Do that yourself.
Give it to me and I'll do it myself.
And again, because people like it spicy, like this one right over here. Gonna throw in some jalapenos down. It's completely optional.
Are those the
with a little sweet and hot.
Sweet and hot. Ooh, that's awesome.
All right. Woo,
All right.
that is hot. We're gonna just simple. Take your bun, take your Joe mix. Throw on a good portion. Try not to burn yourself as you're.
Yeah, because it's gonna be hot.
That's right. Ooh, look at that bad boy.
You little melted cheese. Oh goodness.
Sloppy
Sloppy Joe.
So you can take your Sloppy Joe because it is sloppy. Get you some little paper.
Yeah.
Drop it down there. This is just being nice to your guests. You don't have to.
Wrap it up. Make it look pretty.
There you go. You got
Boom.
yourself a Sloppy Joe.
Ooh.
I mean, it's.
I mean, you can set that to the side. We can make another one, or we can eat that one, or.
We'll just go ahead. All right.
Okay.
Best thing.
Time to taste.
Ooh, man. Wish we had some bibs.
Me too. Okay, let me set this over here.
Yeah.
I think that side has more jalapenos.
Oh,
You can have it.
it doesn't matter. I'm gonna
All right. It's time.
dive into that.
Wow.
Not good.
That
That's
smoked
good.
paprika, a little bit of brown sugar. It's like a sweet and spicy
Oh,
barbecue sandwich. It's so
Man,
awesome.
That is a Sloppy Joe, and as you can see, it is everywhere.
And those, the peppers and the onions give a nice crunch.
And that little rotel, so you get a little more of that tomatoey. And a little bit of heat. It's not too spicy.
It's not.
And if you left out the jalapeno relish, it really wouldn't be that spicy. So
No.
yeah, it's kid friendly. But you want to
For sure.
kick it up a little bit, add the jalapenos.
Man,
And cheese on the Sloppy Joe.
way better.
Yeah, it's the way
That's
to
something
go.
that should always be done.
That was delicious, dude.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. Dadgum. Okay, I could eat that with a spoon.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
There's
being
a
rude.
spoon right here. I need to just double check. I want to make sure.
All right. That is killer. Y'all should try this. It's simple, it's easy. It takes 15 minutes or
It
so.
takes no time. It's so fast. You could get home after work, whip up this real
Yeah.
quick, have an awesome dinner.
Whip it up a day, 2 days. It's only going to get better the more it marries. And like I said, this is about for 4 to 6, depending on how high you pile it up or how big of the buns. These are kind of small.
Or if you have a side as well.
Yeah, some good coleslaw, French fries, chips,
Oh yeah.
whatever. This
Exactly.
is fun fare. I like the Sloppy Joe. Good job.
Me too.
All right.
Good job.
I think you got some sloppy on me. Well, until next week, keep camping and keep cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there.
I know, he's kind of hidden over there.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Bro, it's not pretty good. It's freaking delicious.